been a long road back to title contention and a heavyweight championship opportunity for this man, but he has put in all the right work, and a lot of people give him a great chance to get the job done tonight.
You know, when you've been there and you get back here, it's not new. There are a lot of things that are familiar, but how do you change the result? How do you assure that in this time, during this chance, you ultimately walk away with the championship? He's been here before, John. The team's been here before. They are confident that this time they get it done.
And that self-belief is rooted in the preparation, right? He's got speed, he's got power, all the tools to wrest the belt away. We'll see if we have a new UFC heavyweight champion by night's end. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go. Khamzat Chimaev, with much fanfare, is back as this round gets underway, and not the fight during which to get on the graphic board. This man usually works quickly, fights as if he's double parked out front, and he believes in this particular matchup that he is going to get a knockout or submission, and it might just happen here early in this round. There's the single, and now is where things could get really interesting.
He passes the half.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, right into side control.
And look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Topuria. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Topuria's in half guard.
Big ground and pound.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Chimaev. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Topuria. Oh, big shots from the top.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Ilia Topuria.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Topuria ground and pound from half guard.
Changing the position.
30 seconds in the round. "20 seconds left. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ilia Topuria. Round 2 is next.
Take a deep breath and recover. This next round, we really want to focus on ground control. You have to set up your takedown. I want you to maintain a dominant position.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control wrists. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Ready.
Second round underway. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. When you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, dive, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in Alabama.
Now the hammer fist here by Khamzat Chimaev. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
Nice pass. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck, and try to choke him out and finish the fight. He's got it locked in.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Great defense by the defensive fighter. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Chimaev. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Topuria. Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. It is, I cannot believe what we are watching.
All right, that's the end of round number 2.
This is a very close fight. I want you to pick the pace up this round, and I want you to...
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready? You ready? Good.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, well, just like he drew it up with us on Thursday, catches the kick, counters beautifully with the takedown.
He did a great job countering with that nice takedown. Great fight IQ, seeing that kick coming and turning it into his offense. That was a slick transition. Oh, this is where you don't want to be there.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good, solid strike on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move. He's gotta be careful here.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. We have, well, not good body.
Now he's attacking a rear naked choke.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to proceed here. He's got,
Oh,
that was deep, but he got out.
that was beautiful submission defense by this guy.
And now he reverses position. Wow. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Khamzat Chimaev.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Nice shot there by the champ.
Working out of the half guard here. Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, feet on the hips here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Right here, you gotta empty the gas tank, John. You gotta just go forward and let everything fly.
Final seconds here. Topuria's back in half guard. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
He's doing awesome. Completely controlling this fight wherever it goes. I want more of the same. Go out there, be fast, be sharp. Do not relax on this guy. We can't...
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Topuria's got his head.
Oh,
That guillotine choke is tight. Oh, and he's out. Chimaev ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive.
Oh, he's attacking choke now. That Darce choke is tight. He's out. What's this knee?
While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Topuria's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Great shot from the top position.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Under 2 minutes to go. All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Ooh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing. This has got to be the end of the fight. It's over.
His work, guys. Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Good work from the top here by Ilia Topuria. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, hammer fist here by Topuria. Lands the ground and pound strike here. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Topuria's in half guard now. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
And now he's got the bat. Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
All right, deep breath for me. You're doing fine. We can go out there and you can win this fight, but I need you to do it now. We're down on the scorecards. You're losing on the ground.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Blocks that hard punch.
Oh, right hook attempt, no good. Oh, looking for the gilly lock now, might have the guillotine. Oh, great submission defense. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Chimaev's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent...
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke.
Oh my goodness, that Darce choke was very tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land.
Nice transition.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke. Oh yeah, he's got him. He's so tight.
Oh, he got him. All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by majority decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so you heard it there from Buff. Khamzat Chimaev gets it done on the scorecards. He's your winner by decision tonight, and in large part because he wasn't going to force the finish.
No, he wasn't going to force the finish. He wasn't going to put himself